And it's O'Shea dipping it to that back post. Scramble. Well, everyone lost sight of the ball except James Troisi. It's Nazarene, the deflection, and it's in. And would you believe it? It's Jared Carluccio once again. 2 goals in a week for the 21-year-old, and he scores on his cup debut.
Well, didn't he adjust so well, Carluccio? He earned the foul for his team, and then he was on the end of a wicked deflection, but he had to readjust his body and got it into the back of the net. As we see here, Remy Nazarene really put some venom behind that, deflected off the wall, and Carluccio knew exactly what he was doing. He kept his eye on the ball all the way off the deflection.
And now Brisbane Roar must try and find something. You could say a little unfortunate, the deflection off this man Adams, who's looking to feed it into the box, spills for O'Shea! And just over the bar from the Irishman, Ugarkovic. Again the overlap with Russell and Hamed. The flick on Troisi. It came out of a cannon, but it wasn't on target.
Well, he's got to do better with that for me, Troisi.
He's got one of the lowest save percentages across the A-League men's, the Spanish keeper. And Carluccio burning away from Trewin, bending it low. Holmes got there, off the line, and again from Brisbane. That's an incredible defensive effort from the Roar. Desperation to keep their hopes of reaching the round of 32 alive. Trewin running out of options. Eventually opting for Zabala.
Well, if you want to know what a defensive training drill looks like during the week, this is it for Western Sydney Wanderers.
Parsons trying to barge his way through. Lescano has an open goal, and how did he miss? How did the Argentine miss?
Well, we talked about the defensive structure. They got picked apart there. Jay O'Shea driving in, or Alex Parsons, I beg your pardon, and it falls for Lescano, who does so well to fashion the opportunity, and then just fluffs his lines, keeps his feet, and then just that little stumble at the end there, just before he strikes the ball, seems to be all important and costly.
O'Shea has the short option. He's not going to take it. And he's bending it to Aldred. Deflection, it's in! It's Cyrus Demi! The Cup specialist scores again! And Brisbane are back level.
Well, they've gone for the deep delivery that time. Jay O'Shea right to the back post. Tom Aldred gets up so well at the back post to flick it back across the face of goal. Gets an unkind deflection off Katrimbas, I think it is, and Demi makes no mistake from close range.
Yeah, we have such a diverse footballing community in this country, and it's so exciting, isn't it? Valentino, you can throw him into the mix as well, playing for South Sudan.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant, isn't it? It really is, but I'm sure on Cyrus Demi, he'll get those choices to make should he get himself into the starting 11 and start scoring goals on a regular basis for Brisbane Roar.
Ivanovic! Unsighted was Mejias, and Luke Ivanovic has 2 in 2, and Brisbane, they've blown Wanderers away early in the second half.
Well, look at this. Luke Ivanovic has one thing in his mind. How do I get it onto my left foot, get half a yard? And doesn't he strike that well? And again, it's that man Connor Chapman who finds himself in a striker's position, who onside gets himself away from the line of the ball. Credit to Warren Moon. He went with 3 substitutions at half-time, and boy, haven't they paid off.
And it's Ivanovic, deflected cross, almost fell for Hoare. It does for Akbari. Well, that would have been a contender for one of the goals of the competition had he popped that one in the top corner. Well, that would have made it a real tough hike for Western Sydney Wanderers up the mountain of a 2-goal deficit. Now it's Rodwell. Slipping it out wide. Cross drilled in. Bacchus just cushioning it. Now Troisi flashes wide. The fans on the far side knew it was close. Rodwell floating it deep. Jugarkovic chiming in again. Johnny Katrumbas. And just leaves that short. Now Cyrus Demi, look at the space ahead here for Brisbane. Well, this would make it very, very challenging for Wanderers if they score here. Ivanovic is on the double. Brisbane may be causing an upset in Western Sydney tonight. And the changes at halftime from Warren Moon have paid off in a massive way.
Well, what about this for a transition moment? Great little back heel there into the path of Demi. He knew he just had to put it in front of Luke Ivanovic, and he was going to do the rest. Never a doubt in his mind where that ball was going to finish Luke Ivanovic. He drew the keeper, Mejias, and he slotted it past him. That is a finish of a striker with heaps of confidence. Brilliant finish, Luke Ivanovic, brilliant.
Well, he's loving the cup as well. 3 goals now in just his second cup appearance.